Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it, y'all. And what's good, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess. And we're here to talk about a little bit of some Garcelle. Child, I do not know how to pronounce her last name. I really need to be watching some videos so I can know how to pronounce it because I never could pronounce their last name, child. Shit, all I know is that her name is Garcelle and that she played fancy on on the Jamie Foxx show and Coming to America, and now she is a star on the Housewives of Beverly Hills, child. And another thing, for those of you that are watching, do you guys want me to review the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Like, I'm going back and forth about it because people have been telling me to review it for some time now, and I've always been an in and out watcher of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, always been an in and out watcher. Like, I watch it here and there, but it never could just catch my attention for a whole season. And then I'll come back for the reunion and shit like that. That's the only time I come back. But I don't know. Does it come on this week? I think it does. If you guys want me to review it, just let me know. And then, I'll try to look into it. If I get enough people to say, yeah, review it, then I'll do it. But child, I like to stick to the shit that I'm used to. I like to be like Chili and stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. And that's the Housewives of Potomac, Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop, Growing Up Hip Hop. What else? What else I review? Love and Marriage, Candy in the Gang, Bell Collective, shit like that. I like to stick to what I know, but I don't mind bringing something new to the channel. I'm always looking to do some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But Garcelle was talking about Whoopi Goldberg, child. Now she brought up a little bit of Whoopi Goldberg tea because I'm guessing she not interviewed, but she auditioned for The View a couple of years ago, and I think she talked about it in her book called Love Me As I Am. And I think I'm really late to this story. I think I'm like 3-4 days late to this story. But however, I'm here now. And not only will I be talking about this, but I also will be talking about that boring ass chick from Housewives of Beverly Hills. Her name is Teddi. She has some things to say about Garcelle as well on saying that Garcelle refused to come on a damn podcast and shit, child. So we're about to go ahead and get into this story about her and Whoopi Goldberg. And this one comes from page 6. So let's get into it now. Garcelle looks back on her 2015 audition for The View, as well as Whoopi Goldberg's cringe-worthy behavior in her new memoir, Love Me As I Am. I was shocked and appalled to see how testy Whoopi was with the show's producers, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star writes. I was embarrassed and disappointed to say the least. It was cringeworthy. Garcelle was asked to try out for a co-hosting position in the wake of Rosie O'Donnell's exit from the ABC series. The model turned actress jumped at the chance to potentially fulfill her dream of being a talk show personality. Here I was, the eager new kid in class. I ran dead smack into the reality of an uninviting workplace, she recalls in her book, describing her interactions with Goldberg, Rosie Perez, and Nicole Wallace. There was some brief, nonchalant recognition. There was a brief, nonchalant recognition that I was the co host up to bat for that week. No greetings, no welcome niceties, just a hey, and they continue on with the top of the morning meeting with the producers. Okay. Garcelle thought she did pretty well on camera, but she couldn't be sure as nobody talked to her. Talked to her. Where was I at? Nobody talked to her afterward or provided any feedback. The energy was cold, unfriendly, and standoffish, and she remembers the atmosphere was so opposite to my friendly nature and definitely not what I hoped for or expected. Garcelle felt as though Goldberg, now 66, Perez 57, and Wallace 50, contradicted most of what she said on the show, so she switched up her energy instead of giving her opinions too quickly. Garcelle would just settle for piggybacking on whatever they said, but as she notes, that didn't work either. In the middle of making a point, Garcelle claims that Perez kicked her leg underneath the table and it was a shut the F up B You're talking too much signal kid. Later off camera, Garcelle says Perez in her Brooklyn pitch told her, "Girl, I just wanted you to know that you needed to be quiet. I thought you were going to go on for too long. We have a system here, and we know that when the other one is about to talk. So I just wanted you to stop. I just want to stop you from talking too much." Garcelle then thought to herself, what kind of system is that where grown women kick each other under the table like effing mules? Was this a new type of Morse code or something? Get the F out of here. The Bravo Liberty went on to co host The Real for some time and ultimately decided that the job was not for her, she writes. Garcelle explained to Page Six on Tuesday why she wanted to include the antidote in Love Me As I Am. Because it happened. Like, I'm not making this ish up. You know what I mean? She said with a laugh at Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Sutton at Sutton's Cashmere and Caviar party in West Hollywood. If these stories happen and it's my memoir, then I'm talking about it. It was unfortunate because I'm still a fan and even still record the show. She added, I love what they do. I think they're smart and I love the cast, especially now. I think Sonny's great. Garcelle clarified that she thinks that Goldberg is great too, especially after they reunited to work together on Caught in His Web, a 2022 Lifetime movie starring Garcelle and executive produced by Goldberg. I got reintroduced to Whoopi, and I think that sometimes you don't get a second chance like that. Sometimes you have to be open for reintroduction, she said, of reconnecting with the EGOT winner. She's an icon, and I get that. I would never take that away from her in terms of what she was able to do in the industry way before a lot of us. So kudos to her for that. Garcelle says she also made sure to give Goldberg a heads up about what she wrote in her memoir. Of course, I addressed it with Whoopi. She didn't remember, she told us, but I told her because I didn't want to go into the film like I was bamboozling her. That's not my thing. So it was important that she knew what was in my book. We're all good now. Still, Garcelle, who has yet to reestablish contact with Perez, told us that another audition for The View and a subsequent move to New York City are out of the question. My kids live here in Los Angeles, said the mom of three, whose eldest son, Oliver, age 31, resides in Las Vegas, while her twins, Jax and Jade, age 14, are local. They're in middle school going into high school, and I don't want to miss these years for anything in the world. There will have to be a crazy job for me to move. Now that the reel is over, Garcelle wouldn't mind hosting a talk show of her own, preferably from the West Coast. That's what I want more than anything, either late night, daytime, any of it, she said. I would bring my authenticity, my realness, and also my curiosity about people. I just love talking to people, and not just celebrities. Celebrities, we already know a little bit about what they're like. I want to talk to real people. Love Me As I Am is in bookstores now. So that was the Page Six article about Garcelle talking about her experience with Whoopi Goldberg. Now, y'all know, if y'all been watching me and y'all hear me talk about, like, The View and things of that nature, y'all know I love. I love me some Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is probably one of my favorite people on the show, to be honest. She's one of my favorite people. And I love Whoopi. But just because I love somebody, that does not mean that I can't see that they could, I can't see that they could possibly do what's being said. You know what I'm saying? And I love me some Whoopi, but I think that everybody has a moment where they're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I think that's anybody. Everybody has a moment where they are bitchy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was that moment for Whoopi. I think that Whoopi had that moment. And people have those moments. Like, even for me, like, I've been doing videos for so long, and I know that when I first started on YouTube, like in my early days, like I would say between like 2010 or 20 between 2010 around 2016 maybe, that was my angriest time, and all of my videos came across like I was angry, and I was fucking angry. If you really want to be real about it, I was fucking angry, if you really want to be real about it. But the beauty about me is that I'm just no holds barred. Like, if I'm feeling the way, you're going to know about it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to sugarcoat a damn thing for nobody. And sometimes that can be my detriment. I can honestly say that. But that's just the type of guy I am. Like, I think that because a lot of people tell me that they relate to me and they relate to my videos, and that's the reason why they watch me. But I show y'all the good, the bad, and the damn ugly. If you want to be honest about it, I do show it all for y'all. And I know that there have been times where people have called me like mean and nasty and things of that nature. And in a perfect world, I'm really not mean and I'm not nasty. And everybody can tell y'all that. Because like I tell y'all before, if y'all ever talk to any YouTubers that know me personally, they will all say that I'm probably one of the sweetest people they ever met. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably one of the sweetest people they ever met. It's never nothing negative to say about me. And as you guys can see that I work with so many people on YouTube and I collaborate with so many people. No one could ever say that I'm a mean person. Nobody ever really says that I'm a mean person. It's always he's sweet as he can be, because I am. Honestly, I really am. But I know that I got my ways about me sometimes. I can be an asshole when I'm pissed. I can be a bitch when I'm mad. I can do all of that and I can admit it. So that could be one of those things that was going down with Whoopi Goldberg. She probably had one of those days where she was an asshole, and plus the View ain't necessarily the most friendliest place to work it. And I think all of those women probably got a bitchy streak in them, if you really want to be honest about it. I think they all got that within them, honestly. So I just feel as though that might have been what this was. So I'm not gonna deny Garcelle's story. I definitely believe it. I mean, it's Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi give me, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, as much as I love me some Whoopi, she do give me a tea where she could be pissy or upset, or people can really piss her off, or she can have a moment where she don't want to be bothered with people or something like that. Like, I could definitely see that. Honestly, I really could see that. No lies, no tea, no shade. I could see that, and that's coming from a dude that loved him some Whoopi Goldberg now, because I would fight you over Whoopi Goldberg, okay? Period. I would fight you over her. But sometimes when you're doing like shows like that, it may be a bit much. It may be a lot. It may be, it could be a situation where it's a the type of workplace that it is, it could be that. So, and being that I feel as though when it comes down to it, I just think that Garcelle has a right to be has a right to feel the way she does, because I know if that was me, I would have felt the way, and that probably wouldn't have been the type of place for me to be at all, honestly. I think that if I was Garcelle and I was walking into that environment, because you watch shows like The View, and a lot of the times you be like, I wanna be on that show, because I know, like, Boys Night Out is like a gay primetime, LGBT version of The View, in my opinion. That's the way I wanted it to be, just a little bit more fun. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I think of it. So I just feel as though when it comes down to it, I just need I don't know. I really don't know, but all I could really say about this is that I feel as though I just feel as though Garcelle has every right to feel the way that she does. I do think so. I think, and I don't doubt for a second that she probably got a bitchy vibe from Whoopi Goldberg. And I feel like if it didn't happen, I don't think she would have put it in her memoir. That's just me being real. I don't think she would have put it in her memoir if it wasn't true. Real shit. I don't think she would have. So that's really all I got on that. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to this boring ass girl. What's her name? This boring ass girl, Teddi. Now this comes from Reality Blurb, okay? Now let's talk about Teddi. Now let me read what she said. Now Teddi revealed on the latest episode of her podcast that Garcelle was refusing to appear on the show unless her co-host, um, former Real Housewives of Orange County cast member Tamara, acted solo. Before sharing what she believes to be the reason behind Garcelle's decision is and explaining why Crystal wasn't included in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills themed episode that aired last week and included Val Richards, Lisa Renna, and Erica Thief, Teddi said that while she doesn't dislike Garcelle, she did have an issue with the comment that she made about Kathy Hilton on Watch What Happens Live. I don't dislike Garcelle. Teddi insisted on two peas in a pod. According to Teddi, she and Garcelle had a friendly encounter at Val's store opening in Palm Desert. When you guys were filming and I was working for extra, wasn't Garcelle friendly to me at that event for Val's opening? She asked Crystal, noting that something shifted in the months since. She refused to come on the podcast if I was on it. She would only do it with Tamara. Teddi continued, so I don't know what has transpired. While Teddi isn't so sure about what changed, she suspected her reaction to Garcelle's comment claiming that she was closer to Kathy than Val was to her own sister was to blame. I said that I thought it was a little bit reckless to say that because that's her sister. Blood, I think, runs thicker than relationships on these shows ultimately. Teddy recalled adding that she didn't like the way that Garcelle said it, although she did apologize to Val. In addition to dumbing down on her comments about the ladies' feud, Teddi suggested that Garcelle was a bit two-faced. To my face, she's really nice, she explained to Tamara. She would love for Garcelle to come on their podcast. After welcoming her former castmates to our podcast last week, Teddi said that she was slammed for attempting to stage a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills return. There's been some people that actually loved it, and then there are people that are like, this is just Teddi trying to be on the show. And she shared, I'm like, I'm actually so happy to be able to talk about all of the shows and stay out of the drama and make money doing it and watch it as a viewer. I'm going to try to make money as much as I possibly can, and we are here to entertain you. After you move on from Housewives, you have to go die. You can't do anything else in life because people will go, you're thirsty. Tamara replied with a laugh. As for why Crystal wasn't included on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills episode, Teddi said that there was a couple of reasons. The first being that there were too many people. I've texted Sutton as well. We've reached out to Garcelle. We all know how that worked out. And I want to talk to everybody so we can go in with a fresh opinion. Also, during the episode, guest Crystal said she received DMs from people asking her, why weren't you there? And I'm like, people are allowed to have other friendships. It's the most bizarre concept, Crystal admitted. I'm like, I start the show, then I'm on it, and all of a sudden, that's my crew, that's my friend group. And if you're not together, something's happening. Most of my friends won't watch the show. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 premieres on Wednesday, May the 11th at 8/7 Central on Bravo. Okay, so y'all, that was the topic of discussion with Teddi. Teddi gets on my nerves, y'all. Like, and this is just coming from a person who don't even watch the show as much. In the little times that I watch the show, Teddi has gotten on my everlasting nerves. I don't like that lady for shit. She's annoying. She's like a gnat. Like, you know how you be sitting, down south when you sitting outside, later on in the evening, you trying to sit outside on the porch and have a drink with your friends and shit like that, and then a damn mosquito keep flying around your ear. She that type of person. She get on my nerves. Like, that's the main reason why I wouldn't want to review that damn show, because at the end of the day, I would spend a lot of time, but I think Teddi not on it no more. So I would spend a lot of time like dragging Teddi and Val and Dorito and Erica Jane, like, cause I don't like them girls. Like, I don't like them at all. I only like Garcelle and I only like Sutton. I don't like none of these other girls at all. Like, these girls get on my nerves. I don't like them. But it's pretty clear that Teddi don't like Garcelle though. So I want, girl. For those of you that watch Beverly Hills, what y'all got to say about it? Cause Teddi just annoying. I don't like her. And I think that that's really wrong for me to say, but I don't. I don't like that girl at all. She's so fucking annoying, child. She really is. But anyway, y'all. With that being said, this was another episode of Yes for the Mess. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Oh, wait. Before we go, before I do any of that, just tune in today to the Bad Boys Los Angeles panel with Jamar, Scotty, and Maddie. We will be going live at 8:15 Eastern Time. Okay. Then tomorrow is the Whether You Like It or Not panel, which will be on Giving You the Real Tease channel at 9:15 Eastern Time. Then on Wednesday, we got Roast and Review with myself, Terrence, and Josiah. We'll be roasting and reviewing the Candy and the Gang finale, as well as this past episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Thursday night will be my interview with Miss Wanda. So y'all be sure to tune in to that, baby, because we're gonna have us a good time with that. And on Sunday, Who Was Wrong would be premiering its 5th episode featuring Mims, aka Make It Make Sense, and we'll be talking about Nene and Kenya's feud, okay? So y'all, with that being said, once again, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe to my channel, share the video, and also click on that subscription bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Be sure to follow me on all social media. My Twitter and my IG will be down below. And if you want me to follow you back on Instagram, baby, all you got to do is hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag message Team Scotty, and your boy will definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, this was another episode of Yes for the Mess, and we are out of here. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.